Hello, 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 good people. I am your host, Mr. HJ. Welcome back. Thank you for visiting the channel. And if this is your first time visiting, I'd like to welcome you here. And to give a brief synopsis of the purpose of this channel, it's designed to be self-improvement, designed to help people become the best versions of themselves, because as we've learned in life, it is a journey, not a destination. So today's conversation is a continuation of a conversation that we started about time management. So this is going to be part 2, and we're going to continue to go on about effective time management techniques. And if you haven't already, check out the first video. You'll have a lot of information that can better help you along your process of learning different time management things and help you get more out of each day, because as men valuing purpose, that is definitely what we want to do. So without further ado, let's dive into part 2. It's going to be 3 points to this conversation. The first one is going to be delegate. Why is this important? Well, this is important because you don't need to necessarily perform every task on your list of things to do. You don't need to perform every single thing to accomplish a goal. Some things, some tasks or responsibilities can be given to others to take care of, which frees you up to perform the tasks that you're most suited for, or the things that only you can perform. When choosing people to delegate with, you got to get people that have the necessary skills or competence and interest level to do those things. In addition to that, you want to check in on them with some regularity, make sure they don't need assistance or support, and if they do, be there to answer those questions and give them the boost that they need and get them on to completing the task in the time frame that you designated for it to be done. After that time is complete, you definitely want to share good feedback with them. Good feedback meaning things that they did well as things that they could have done to improve or work on, or maybe even done a little bit differently to perhaps have more success or less stress or strain, or whatever the case may be, depending on the task at hand. And when at all possible, definitely give some reward. That can be something that you actually give them, maybe giving them time off, or a token of your appreciation, a pat on the back, buy them some lunch, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that situation calls for. Definitely do that, because you want to tell that person that you delegated the task to that you appreciate them and that they freed you up to be able to tackle some other things. And that goes a long way in helping the team get done what they need to get done. The second thing in effective time management that we want to touch on in this video is going to be procrastination. Woo! Procrastination is a big one. It's a big one for you. It's been a big one for me. It's definitely something that I think we've all experienced, we've all done, we've all kind of beat ourselves up for after the fact. So we want to talk a little bit about procrastination. Well, as we know, to be a high performer, this is a monster you have to slay. You absolutely have to. And you got to slay this beast whenever it appears. You can't let it linger. Procrastination will keep you from your goals. It'll slow you down. It'll keep you from reaching the levels that you want to. It'll take away your motivation. It'll kind of just pull you back, keep you from taking steps forward, and keep you where you are. Procrastination is a rough one. And there's no magic trick to beating the procrastination monster, if you will. I like to quote Nike slogan, you just got to do it. Just do it. When it comes to that task that you don't want to do, just do it. Dive in. Go in head first. Don't make any excuses for yourself. Don't make any excuses why you can't do it. Don't try to find an easier task to do than that one. Go ahead, dive in, and get it done. You'll be surprised at how you can gain momentum when you take that mindset, even when it's something that you definitely are not looking forward to doing. And you even gain a little bit of motivation and momentum as you're going along doing it. If I can quote from the author Mark Twain, if it's your job to eat a frog today, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. If it's your job to eat 2 frogs, then it's best to eat the big one first. Why is that important? Well, what I believe Mark was trying to say is that if you got something you don't want to do, knock it out sooner than later. If you got a couple of things that you don't want to do, get the thing that you don't want to do done the most first. Procrastination is definitely your enemy. Don't fall victim to its traps. And it all begins in that battlefield of the mind. So take procrastination out of the picture as soon as you possibly can. Number 3, and this one I think we all can appreciate and will like, and that is to reward yourself. Life can't always just be a grind. One of the lessons that I've learned in life through time is that you have to have balance. As they say, all work and no play. You can't have that. You have to have balance. So you got to figure out a way to reward yourself. That could be when you reach particular milestones, or when your to-do list is completely knocked out for the day and you've done it faster than the allotted time that you gave yourself to do it. How do you reward yourself? Well, I think a lot of that is up to the individual, what you find appealing and things that drive you or things that you like. But to kind of give some examples of that, if you will, maybe it's take yourself out to eat. Splurge on that dessert that you've been thinking about. Watch an episode of your favorite show, or go see a movie that you've been thinking about seeing. Maybe if you have the ability to, take a day off. Have a game night. Invite your friends over. Do something fun along those lines. Find the thing that resonates the most with you and use it as an incentive. You'll find that things seem a lot less grueling when you know that there can be a reward attached to the end of it. So create that balance and give yourself some type of payoff. So that's a total of 6 things, if you watch the first video, on effective time management. And that 6th thing was really more so something to help you stay motivated in the process of managing your time well, right? So that wraps up the techniques that I had for you. Feel free to share methods that you found effective, or if it's something that you'd like me to touch on that you think I've missed, in the comment section below. Love to read those, love to get your perspective on those things. And my next video will be coming soon. So until then, if you could, do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Continue the conversation as discussed in the comment section. I like to keep the engagement up, and I think that's wonderful to hear different feedback and perspectives. And there will be a QR code that'll pop in maybe after I get finished speaking, and a link in the description to PayPal if you'd like to support the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and that goes a long way in keeping the fresh content coming to you. So until the next video or conversation, Mr. HJ, and I'm out. Thank you. God bless. And I'm out.